Hi there! In today's video we're going to do the kind of part 2 follow-up to a video I did on major spread triads, and today we're going to take a look at minor spread triads all across the neck. So in this video we're going to talk about what is a spread triad, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step process on how to play them all up and down the guitar neck. And again, this technique I first heard used by players like Julian Lage and Eric Johnson, and it's a really beautiful sound, so let's get further into it. So, what is a spread triad? We're going to use the example of G minor because we can play that all the way from our root on the E string to all the way on our root on the E string pretty easily. And a spread triad, we take, say I have this G minor triad, G, B flat, D. And what we do is we take the third, or whatever note's in the middle, and we put it up an octave. So now it's spread out rather than this nice closed position. A spread triad, we get collection of wider intervals, and that works for all inversions. So on this diagram that's available for free download at my website, link to that in the description, there is color coding of the triads that you will play through to try and make it as easy to understand as possible. But anyways, this is what our first position is going to look like. So we're going to start with our pointer finger on that 3rd fret, and we're going to go an example of what that sounds like at speed, it would sound something like this. Really, really pretty sound. Kind of like cascading. And those dips down, I think, really enhance the kind of character. But anyways, that's our first position. In our second position, we want to start with our pointer finger on the 5th fret. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, these diagrams all have one hollow note, and that is your root, and it is also your starting and ending point. So in my second position, my triads will look like this. Again, you can play that at a higher speed, it'll sound nice. Get that kind of cascading arpeggio effect. Now our third position is going to be way up here with our pinky, although I'm actually going to start with my ring finger because this one brings in quite a big reach. So very important to be kind to yourself when you're practicing this. It's very easy to get caught in the quicksand with either your right hand jumping across strings or your left hand. There's some really wide reaches. So this is what our third position will look like. Got a little lost in the sauce there playing it slowed down. Now, our fourth position, we're going to start with our pointer finger on that 10th fret of the A string, and we'll get this. Bunched up there. I'll do that one more time a little bit quicker. So again, really, really beautiful sound. And we got one more position to take a peek at. So our 5th position is going to be way up here, and I'm going to again start with my ring finger because this one has quite a bit of big reaches. So with my ring finger on my 15th fret, we'll get something that looks like this. That same position but a little bit quicker so you can get the feel for what it sounds like at full speed. So in this 5th position we do have a bit of a really wide uncomfortable reach in that last triad where we go from this 12th fret of the G string to the middle finger on the 13th fret on that B flat, and then we go down to the 10th fret and then back. So that is a little bit uncomfortable. I fortunately have very big long fingers. However you can figure out best to navigate that. When I was first practicing this, I was messing around with kicking my ring finger in there so that it was easier to stretch my hand down to the 10th fret. But however you can figure that out for your hands and your body, that's wonderful because this is a really, really hard technique. But okay, that's basically it. If you wanted to move this into different keys, which I strongly recommend you do, all you need to do is change those hollow notes to being centered around the notes of the key you're going for. So for example, if I wanted to do it in F, I could take this second position. Now I've got my hollow note on F. I could do it there, and then it'll follow. So all you need to do is move those hollow notes around to the key that you're trying to do it in. I hope you found this video useful. Please, when you're working on this, be kind to yourself, because it is really an extreme kind of technique shed for both your left and your right hand. Really hope you found this video useful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel here, and it really helps me out more than you could ever imagine. If you wanted to take a lesson with me, you can follow the link that's down in the description. I'd love to sit down and work with you on whatever's troubling you on the guitar. I teach all genres and levels of players. I've got a new video coming out every Monday and Thursday, so stay tuned for those. If there's a topic you'd like to see covered, please just let me know in the comments down below. I'd really love to help you guys on whatever you're kind of struggling with. And until I see you next time, I'll just wish you a wonderful day, and I hope you get to have some fun playing the guitar.